Douglas Levine.
Mr. Speaker, I would ask the patron of the bill some questions.
Will the delegate yield for a question?
Yes.
Delegate yields.
Mr. Speaker, I would ask the delegate whether the Virginia State Police indicated that they supported this legislation.
The Virginia State Police, when I asked for the amendments, had a lot more comfort with the bill, and that's what he told me. And also the amendments, I'll explain. Initially, the bill was for 45 days. It was amended for 90 days with a delayed enactment clause that delays the enactment of the bill until October 1st. So they have 9 more months to prepare to start processing these more quickly.
Follow-up question, Mr. Speaker.
Delegate yield for another question. The delegate yields.
Did the Virginia State Police say they support the bill now?
No.
I would ask the delegate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the bill at the appropriate time.
Delegate has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the body. So the Virginia State Police do oppose this bill, and they testified in committee that it would take 120 to 150 days to process all of these out-of-state concealed carry permits. Out-of-state, out-of-resident concealed carry permits for Virginia are rising all across the nation. People in states all across the nation really want to use Virginia's system. And they want to use it because it requires very little effort. They can go online. They don't even have to watch the safety video. They answer 20 multiple choice questions. Boom, they get it. They don't get it. They just take the test again. Pay $100 and they get it. I've actually talked about this in different places around the country. I've talked about this with the National Rifle Association because in Colorado, they have training requirements. In many, many other states, the people who possess firearms say, you know what, I think you ought to be trained in order to possess a firearm. I think you should have touched a gun before you get a permit. I think you should know how to shoot one. I think you should know, for example, that if you empty a handgun, there's still one in the chamber. They don't think that Virginia goes far enough. Now, I recognize there are many folks here that think quick online multiple choice test, never have to touch a gun, that's just fine. That's a disagreement we have in the chamber. So I'm going to appeal to something else on the other side. I'm going to appeal to Virginia gun owners. Do you want your permit delayed because someone in Idaho or Colorado or Massachusetts or Alaska is getting theirs first? For Virginia gun owners, why should you have to wait while we use our taxpayer resources to serve people from other states? So even if you disagree on the policy, even if you believe that we should have the lowest common denominator, even if you believe that we should have no training whatsoever, why are we denying Virginia gun owners the chance to get their permits done on time? After all, there's no more money for the process. So they'll be helping others at the expense of our constituents. I urge everyone to vote no on this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Excuse me. Delegate from James City, Delegate Pokey.
Mr. Speaker, it's my understanding that
Speaking to the bill. Speaking to the bill.
Speak to the bill.
Delegate has the floor.
It's my understanding that the criteria for receiving a non-resident CHP or a resident CHP is no different. And the non-resident CHP applicants must pay a fee of $100 to get their permit.
Shall the bill be engrossed and passed to third reading? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. No. Bill is engrossed and passed to its third reading.